face so many challenges when it comes to making rotis, especially if you are a beginner or if you're not hands-on in Indian cuisine. Today I'll give you 5 tips and tricks to make perfect rotis every time. Hey guys, I'm Soumya and I welcome you back to Dash of Delight. Take 1 cup of whole wheat flour. Well, you can also take all-purpose flour, but traditionally as well as primarily, rotis are always made with whole wheat flour. Now, if you like a bit salty rotis, you can add a pinch of salt, but I'll not add it as I cannot bear salty rotis at all. So we need to knead the dough. Now here comes the first tip. Always knead the dough with warm or lukewarm water in order to get those super soft rotis. How you knead the dough actually matters a lot in the quality of your rotis. So always be careful while kneading the dough if you want soft and perfect roti. So look, I am adding water in batches and mixing everything together. You also add water in small quantity only. Never add too much water at once, else your flour will turn into a lumpy batter instead of a good dough. So just be mindful. Now see how nicely all the flour has come together. Now at this stage you simply cover the bowl and allow the dough to rest for at least 15 minutes. This step will help the dough to activate the gluten, hence making the dough all nice and smooth without much effort. Now take out small portions out of the dough, dust it with some dry flour and start rolling it out with the help of a rolling pin. Now here comes the second tip. Never put pressure while rolling out the rotis, else your rotis will not puff up when you will cook them. Always roll the rotis with very light hands. This way your roti will move in circular motion like mine. I know this do needs a bit of a practice, but of course not super complex to achieve. Then once you are done rolling the roti, pick it up safely and put it on the griddle or a pan or tawa, whatever you are using. Now let it roast on one side for a few seconds, and once you see these bubbles, flip it over and roast it on the other side as well. Now here is the third tip. Always put your roti on the griddle only when it is medium hot. Your pan or tawa should be neither at room temperature nor too very hot. If it is not hot enough, your roti will turn out to be, very tough and leathery. And if the pan is too hot, roti will stick to it. So just be mindful and use a good hot tawa. Now pick up the roti with the help of tongs and simply put it directly on an open flame and watch it turning into a balloon within 2 to 3 seconds. Here is the fourth tip for you. Make sure you use highest flame at this step. Turn the knob to maximum and then put the roti on it. Now the fifth and the last tip is, if you want your rotis to be softer for the longer time, apply some ghee or butter and keep it in an insulated container. This step will ensure that your rotis will remain super soft for hours. Also, don't forget to layer the container with a cloth or a kitchen towel, else the first roti might become soggy due to heat and the moisture trap.